In Kiryat Ye'arim, the biblical landscapes surround you. Some 6,500 ultra-Orthodox Jews live in this town just west of Jerusalem. Others vacation here. The vistas are impressive. But these days, maybe the most impressive view of Kiryat Ye'arim is actually here. A parking lot turned makeshift supermarket tent, a symbol of this community's remarkable fight against coronavirus.
We have a team that picks the groceries. Someone gathers the items, brings them to the cashier, calls the customer, takes the amount off their credit card, and we have free deliveries to the doorstep.
7 weeks ago, Kiryat Ye'arim, also known to locals as Tellstone, was the Wuhan of Israel, with one of the country's worst coronavirus outbreaks. But this town moved fast. The local council, on its own, put up this entire supermarket tent in 48 hours. An example of why today, the town is almost clear of the virus. From Brooklyn to the Israeli town of Bnei Brak, ultra-Orthodox communities around the world have struggled in this pandemic. Kiryat Ye'arim has bucked the trend.
The decision we made was simply not to wait for instructions from Jerusalem. We acted before the state did. A lockdown in place on Passover, we did it the day after Purim. We acted more quickly.
On March 10th, some 60 local residents gathered in this home for a festive meal for the Purim holiday. One of those 60, unknowingly, was a virus carrier. In the days after, the determined local council head Yitzhak Ravitz sprung into action.
Synagogues are closed. There's no grocery store, no clubs for the elderly.
The effort included elements targeted to the needs of the local ultra-Orthodox population.
We had to provide people with content. People here don't have television. Most don't have computers. Most don't have internet. You had to give content for people at home. Young kids. People have 7, 8, 10 kids at home. You have to give them a solution.
We kindly ask you again and again, please stay at home as much as possible.
I record in Hebrew and English the announcement, and then we broadcast them to everybody. Because our population, many of them do not have access to internet or radio, television, of course.
It was very, very strict, and it could be we were more strict than we were supposed to be strict. But that, we saw afterwards, everybody saw that that was the right way. And hopefully everybody else in the world, in Israel, will see that that's the right way and will do it.
While the rest of Israel is beginning to open up, Kiryat Ye'arim is not. One of the town's entrances is still shut. So are its synagogues.
And we came to the conclusion that we needed to close down the synagogue. There's no choice. It was 2:30 in the morning. I went with a town security officer who brought iron chains, and we went to the synagogue and chained the doors. We locked them. It was chilling. That's what I'll take with me.
Owen Alterman, I-24 News, Kiryat Ye'arim, Israel.